welcome back to another episode of Inspiration Basic Programming with Tim. So I just wanted to talk about my app a little bit. I know it's been kind of off the App Store for a while, and I just needed to make a simple fix to get it back up. And this app, it really has some really basic language to it. It's just basic, and I am working on something a little more interesting educationally to programmers. I'm not sure if you've heard of the language Agda, but I want to make an editor that helps you basically learn it kind of through trial and error. But anyway, if you haven't used it yet, Inspiration Basic, I can try to figure out how it's spelled really quick for you. Anyway, here's the blog page. So here's Inspiration Basic. You can see there's a blogspot URL right here. So here you go. You can just go to the website, and it kind of explains it. You can watch some videos about it here. It explains the grammar and some examples down here. So yep, here's the app. I'm going to be using Wikipedia and making this algorithm right here. So here we have exponentiation by squaring, Wikipedia page, and here we have an iterative algorithm. And so I'm basically going to try to make an algorithm that lets us square numbers. So let's call it square. We'll call it squared exponent. Yeah. Okay. So we start off with x and n. So we can just set those to whatever we want right now. Let's go ahead and just set x to like 3, and we'll add n, and we'll just set n to, I don't know, 4. That sounds good. Small numbers. Okay, so then the first statement we have is an if statement. So if n is less than 0, then we're going to have x equals 1 divided by x. So we're going to set this here. There we go. And then we're going to set n to be negative n. So n equals negative n. There we go. Okay. And then we add another statement, and we say if n equals 0, well, I'm supposed to return I'm supposed to return 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to print a 1 here. Oops. Ooh, you get to see code. Okay. So, yeah. I'm not sure if I should do an else statement there. You know what? I'll do that. I'll change this. If n equals 0, I'm going to change this to an else. If n equals 0 here, then, and we'll do print 1, else, and here we'll have a while loop, while n is greater than 1, there we go. And then we have another if else. So if n is even, so we want to check to see if n divided by, or if the remainder of n and 2 is 0. That means it's even. So this says if it's even, then we're going to do something, and we're going to multiply x by itself. So we're going to say x equals multiplication of x and x, and we're going to divide n by 2. Okay? And that's just kind of copying the algorithm. So here we have an else, so we want to multiply x by y and introduce y here. Actually, I should have already introduced y. Come to see what I'm doing. Okay, so y should be 1 before this. And so it should go in this else right here. We need to initialize y to 1, and then x equals x squared. Okay. Then n is going to be n minus 1 over 2. Whoops. Okay.
User entered your channel.
And
Sound muted.
I was on TeamSpeak. Last but not least, we need to print x times y. In that outermost else. So, cross our fingers, see what happens. I don't see any output. I'm not sure what's going on. Let me just check this. Good, that's outputting. Let's just print a false at the very beginning. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what the issue is here. Wow. You know what? I don't know why, but you know what? I think there's a bug that I still haven't fixed with the new update or something, because it is actually, I've noticed that it does kind of, you do need to kind of like print a few things before they show up. I'm not sure why. Let me just like print 5 and see if we can see at least one of them. Yeah, okay, there we go, 81. Ooh, I wonder if that was right too, because 3 to the 4th, right? 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81, so that worked. Nice. So then it actually took 3 to the exponent of 4 right there. So let's go ahead and take, I don't know, 4 to the exponent of 4. What is that? Well, it's 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64, times 4 is 256. There we go. Now, I don't know, let's pick another exponent. Maybe 10 to the 5th? Or the 6th? Shouldn't that be a million right there? Yep. So it looks like it looks like it's working. We can, well, using these integers, looks like we can get some exponents. That's fun. 5 squared should be 25. Whoops. There you go again. You get to see code. Yep, 25. So there we go. So this is just an example of something you can make. So if you're kind of bored or out somewhere and you don't have an internet connection, well, you won't have to look anything up. You won't have to figure out the syntax for this, because it'll just list everything for you. It's all menus. And there you go. You can make that your square exponent program there. And anyway, I hope you have fun. It's March 5th, 2016 for me right now, so just bringing back this app again so that people can keep downloading it and keep playing around with it. And there's some theory behind this app that's bigger than what it probably appears to be. It seems like a silly, useless thing, but actually there's some really deep stuff behind, not this particular app right here, but well, it relates to this app, but there's some really important kind of research that I'm doing. I would claim that it's pretty big. This language is kind of primitive and silly, but there's some ideas behind what's going on that ultimately with some other languages makes things a lot um, will make things a lot easier and make a lot more sense. But we're not there yet. I don't have an app to show those closer to the to these ideas yet. So there you go. Thanks for downloading my app and playing around with it. And please, if you're gonna, if you don't like this video for some reason, just comment and let me know what's going on. Because for some reason people didn't really like my other episodes that I posted this. They like my calculator programming videos, but for some reason weren't too interested in my Inspiration Basic, which this is an app that I made myself, so I thought it would be kind of personal to me. So let me know what you think. I know it's a little it's silly, it's pretty simple, but uh, anyway, just let me know you had just a bit of fun with it, just a bit, and that'll make me happy. Anyway, thank you.